It's Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, coming to you out of Boise, Idaho, making a video for you here. As you know, I work on all different types of engines, large and small, and so I decided to take a break from all the crazy automotive projects I have going on and help a neighbor out here with their rototiller. Now, this is just going to be a general video. The complaint on this is that it's extremely hard to start. You have to pull it multiple times, primer it over and over and over again, and it's just not fun to start at all anymore. And so on any type of outdoor equipment that you have, a lawnmower, even a go-kart, any type of small engine that has a carburetor on it, if you start having hard start symptoms, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be because the carburetor is clogged up. And with this being a rototiller, that makes a lot of sense. There's our carburetor right there. It is completely covered in dust and dirt. It looks nasty. So we're going to go ahead and go after that carburetor, get it off, and get it soaked in 91% alcohol. That's what I like to use to soak carburetors in. I normally soak them overnight. So just follow this video if you want general instructions on how to remove and clean a carburetor. Anyway, so the first thing I'm going to do is use some compressed air, and I'm going to get all the dust and dirt and grime off of this machine here. I'm just going to blow it all off, get all that off that I can before I ultimately start working. Alright, so next I'm going to get the spark plug removed. I used a 13/16 spark plug socket, also known as a 21mm. Yeah, spark plug's not too bad. I'm definitely going to change it. Evenly burnt. Looks good. Alright, we got my helper Nero here. Okay, so next, now that I know I'm going to change the spark plug, I'm going to go ahead and pull the air cleaner, air breather, air filter, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you can already see it. That's definitely clogged and dirty. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Well, it's going to be... No. That's not the right size. I'm looking for the proper size here. You know, it may be in my car that I'm working on. Let's see, there we go. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put it on pause so I can use both hands. I'll be right back. Okay, folks, this has happened to me before on these small carburetors. Some of these little screws and whatnot are in here extremely tight, and it may not even necessarily be that they're tight. It may be that there's so much junk and whatnot inside of here, inside of these threads, that's why they won't come loose. It happens. Things get stripped out on these all the time. So I'm going to have to go a different route because I need to get this on the workbench and get these 2 screws out and then get them replaced. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the muffler shielding right here by using an 11 millimeter and removing it here and here. So that's what I'm going to do there. So I'm going to pause it and we'll be right back. So to remove the exhaust shielding, you're going to have 2 11 millimeters and 1 10 millimeter on the other side. And you pull that right off of there. Okay, so since I can't get this shielding off to get easy access back into here, I'm going to go ahead and get my exhaust off. And then I'm going to go from the top so I can put the carburetor on the workbench and get these 2 stripped out screws. Alright, and to get the exhaust off, I'm using 7/16 with the swivel socket on there. I'm just going to get it hand tight so I can get it off and out of there. Hand loose, I meant. Where'd my helper go? He quit working on his lawnmower, huh? Oh, he's trying to get some music going. But since it's YouTube, we can't have music. I learned that. For copyright reasons. Alright. There we go. Get up underneath there. There we go. Oops. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to use my fingers to get this out of here. I'll be right back. Alright, and so I got the 2 exhaust bolts out, along with the exhaust. I tried getting these 2 screws out. It's so dirty inside of here, I guarantee you that's what it is. It's dirt that's worked its way down into the threads. Best I could do is get this loosened up. So I will have to put this on the bench and get these out and replace them. No big deal. I've got the gas line pinched off because I'm getting ready to remove that, as you can see there. And then I'll go ahead and start getting my carburetor off of there, and we'll start getting it cleaned up. Alright, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't pick an easy one to get into, but again, just followed this video for general idea on how to pull a carburetor on a small engine. This one I had to pull the exhaust manifold there, the muffler, whatever you want to call it. And then I had to go behind here with an 11 millimeter and get this bolt and nut out. And now I'll have to go in front of here with a 10 and get that one out. And then I'll be able to pull my carburetor off. And then, of course, remember, I've got the 2 stripped out bolts there as well. So fun. Let's see. Grab my 10 millimeter. There we go. All right. So now that I got that off, let's see if we can. There we go. And now our carburetor is off. I'm just, you see all that dirt, all that around there, I guarantee you that's been sucked up inside of there. So, let's put this down and open it up. Alright, what I've done here is I've used a 13 millimeter and I pulled the cup off, and it's got a little gasket on here. Alright, so I pulled that off, and then inside of here is going to be your float. Your float and your needle. Your needle sets down in there like so. Your float sets in here like this. And then you've got your pin. And I just took a pair of pliers and I pulled this pin out. Pulled my float off. Pulled my needle out. Looked down in there. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's brown inside of there with dirt. Green and brown inside of there with gunk. And again, here, that's all built up in dirt and junk. So we'll get a rebuild kit, go to town, get a rebuild kit for this, put it all back and soak it in 91% alcohol, put it all back together, and I bet you it'll run like a beauty again. Okay, everybody, well, there's the basics for pulling off a carburetor off of a small engine and what you need to do to check it out and get it cleaned up. Again, the end game of this will be, for me, I need to take some extra steps, and I need to get these stripped out screws out of here and replaced, and then I need to soak the carburetor itself in 91% alcohol, put some new gaskets on it, put it back together, and be done. Alright, everybody, well, this is Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share the knowledge. I'm signing off.